Force on Force features the largest and strongest outdoor military organization in the country. These are the men and women who make it possible to enjoy the freedom to hunt and fish. It is with great pride that we bring you Force on Force Army Bass Anglers Season 13.
We had a great banquet last night. We're out here on Lake Belton this morning. It's gonna be a great time. We're gonna see who takes home the prize of the bona fide kayak. Cool?
All right, guys, welcome back to the Fishing for Freedom tournament out here on Lake Belton, brought to you by the Army Bass Anglers. We're going to go ahead and open up the third period for this tournament. All right, our first angler to weigh in this third period right here is a boater, James Banks. Come on up here, James. Let's go ahead and set the standard at 3.10 pounds. That's been a good fish all morning.
Is this your first Fishing for Freedom?
This is my 10th one.
10th one?
Yes, sir.
Now, how do you like them and why are you doing them?
Love them. Love fishing with soldiers.
All right, tell me where you caught him, how you caught him, and what you catch him on?
I caught him right around about half a mile before or after Cedar Ridge, and then I caught him on a Texas rig.
Okay.
This one on a Texas
Awesome.
rig.
Is it
Yeah.
good fishing out there, rough or slow?
It's good. It's good. Yeah, it's getting rougher right now, but.
All right. Hope to see you next period, brother.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Here.
All right, next up, we have a non-boater coming up, Michael Ortiz. Come on up here. Bring us one that's bigger than a 310. I'm gonna jump right in the middle here, please, sir. That's pretty close, 2.81. That's gonna get you up there right now. Congratulations.
Is this your first Fishing for Freedom?
No. I did the last one back in, 19? And then one prior to that, but
Hold up high.
19 back.
There you go. Tell me a little bit about the service.
Working the Apaches, about 10 years in now. About to bring it to an end soon, so this might be my first and last. I mean, my third last one.
All right.
But
Where'd you catch him and
I'll,
what'd you catch him on?
this one was on a little jig, a little watermelon jig, so caught it in the morning.
Is it tough or you catching them all day?
No, it's tough right now.
Is it?
Yeah, that
All
one was
right.
from there earlier.
All right. Congratulations. Hope to see you next period.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, next up, we got a boater coming up, Jacob Frost. Come on up here, Jacob. Jump right in the middle of us here. That's a good fish, 3.18 pounds. Awesome job.
All right, Jacob, that's a pretty good fish. It's a nice smallmouth. You're the new leader for this hour, so how's it make you feel?
Pretty good. It's been rough. That's like the second keeper bite all day, so I'll definitely take it.
So you're doing this as a boater. What do you get out of this as a boater? How does that kind of work for you?
It's just a really good opportunity to go fishing and make a new friend, and just been having a really good time out there.
I agree. Good fish. They're a pretty smallmouth, and congratulations. Hope it holds up for the rest of the hour.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
You guys might recognize this boat, the old ABA 6 boat from last year. It's here in the Motormate booth this year. So we want to take you on a tour here at the Bassmaster Classic and show you what the 2024 ABA 6 boat is going to look like. So let's go on a tour. So in 2024, for our graph mounts, we have precision sonar. It's actually the only graph mount I've ever had on any bass boat I've ever owned. It's the only graph mount that I trust. But more importantly, we're also going to add the leash to our motor to keep us safe out there on the water. So we're happy to have our graph mounts from Precision Sonar and the leash.
Fishing for Freedom is brought to you by Skeeter Boats, Yamaha, Lew's, Strike King, Bonafide Kayaks, Sea Clear Power, Power Pole, and Frog Togs.
How are you, sir? Doing pretty good.
That's a nice smallmouth.
One in the middle of it here. That's a good one. 3.03 pounds. That's going to get you up there on top.
That's a nice smallmouth right there. So that's your biggest smallmouth?
Yes, sir.
You ever caught a lot of smallmouth?
No, sir. Not really an angler, just trying it out.
Oh, so this is the first time for you out here?
Yes, sir. It is.
So as a non-boater, do you have a favorite military story that you'd like to share with us?
If I have anything important, I have something funny, I guess. We were in DRTC one time. My LT got us lost for like 4 hours. So, yeah, it's typical LT things. Yeah, typical officer things. That's about it. But yeah, we got to the objective and we completed the mission. So.
Was he an RTC guy or a West Point guy?
He was West Point.
Well, that kind of explains
Yeah,
it right there.
yeah. Yes, sir.
I could kind of understand that.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's a nice smallmouth right there. Congratulations on
Yes,
it.
sir.
Jonathan Jacoka. Come on up here. Did I destroy that?
You got it right first time.
Did it? Is this your second time on Skeeter? Oh, congratulations. You're on it, buddy. That's a good one. 2.52 pounds. Congratulations.
You're used to catching big fish, or at least netting big fish with us, aren't you?
Yep, netting them, that's right.
All right, we're gonna keep moving through. Good fish, all right? Get back out there and catch them.
Short with me before, yeah. In there, you know, worth it in.
Holy cow. What are we doing here?
Oh, it's hot. It was all right this morning. Light was pretty good, but about 11 o'clock it just shut down for us.
All right, next up we got a non-boater coming up here, Brad Lewis. Come on up here, Brad. We need a 318. You got one that's 318 or bigger?
Yes, I did.
Jump in the middle here if you don't mind. 3.18 or better is what we're looking for. Boom, we got it. 4.10. Congratulations.
Go ahead and get that out. We got a new leader right here, right? See, I like that right there. That's a pretty fish.
That is a pretty fish.
What'd you catch it on?
Spinnerbait.
Where'd you catch it at?
Right across the way.
Hey, that's a good job. Go ahead and put it back here. We'll talk a little bit. We'll let them put it in the water. We'll talk a little bit about that real quick.
I started, several years back, and then it just kind of was off and on depending on how work and everything played out. But I've always kind of hit and miss, some small fish, maybe a couple keepers, but nothing with any size. This is my biggest fish so far.
We don't bite.
See what he's got here. That's a good one. 2.76 pounds. Good job.
First swoop, got her in there. So yeah, it's hot out there, but it's still a lot of fun.
This is your first time doing this event?
No, actually, this is I've been doing it ever since this inauguration. When they first did it, I was coming back from a deployment, and I said to myself, this is really good for the soldiers, and if I ever got me a boat, I would always make it a commitment to do it every year, and I've been doing it ever since.
That's a pretty awesome to know that you've been here since the beginning. You started as the non-boater, and now you're doing it as a boater, and that really says a lot about what this event's all about.
Exactly. It's always been about the soldiers, and I like the way the organization is doing it, continuing to be all about the soldiers.
Well, go back out there and catch some more, all right?
All right, I'll come back with a 5-pounder next time.
All right, guys, I'm going to go over the official results for the third period. Our first place is going to go to a non-boater, Brad Lewis, with a 410. Congratulations on winning the kayak. That's going to conclude the third period, and we'll be back here shortly to open up the period for the last and final period of the day.
So next on my boat, you can't run a boat without power. 23 was my first experience with lithium batteries, and it's been Dakota lithium batteries, and I've been very pleased with them. So in 24, I'm actually going back to my 12-volt 135, and really cool that they're going to have Bluetooth capability, and I'm excited to get these in my boat in 2024, and I'm super excited what that's going to be. So one of the reasons I run lithium batteries in my boat, they have a longer run time, they're faster charging, they're about 2/3 less the weight than regular standard batteries in your boat. So all those reasons, I'm super excited to continue this relationship with Dakota Lithium in 2024. Cool?
Fishing for Freedom is brought to you by Lowrance, Wiley X, Folds of Honor, Precision Sonar, Amped Marine, Cryptech, Dakota Lithium, Foresight, and BioBore.
So next on the boat, once we have the battery installed for electronics and we have our electronics on the boat, I'll install the C-Clear power harness in my boat because I'm all about having clean, clear power for all my units to run correctly. And I talk about this a lot when I do seminar classes. So if you want to have a proper power for your boat, and I'm no different, make sure you get a C-Clear power harness. So I'm doing that too. So that's going in my boat.
All right, guys, here we are. We're at the fourth period and final period for this event today. Some of these guys bring some fish in here to win some of these kayaks. The final weigh-in, it ends at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
It's tough fishing today. Good weather, but fishing's a little tough. All in all, it's a good day, though. Good opportunity, great opportunity to be out there.
Damon Ross, come on up here, Damon. We're gonna have a new leader at 3.34 for the final period as we speak right now.
Nice fish right there. You guys have been on them pretty good today.
Oh yeah, Fishing for Freedom, I think our boat really stands above all because he was in the Army, he was in the Navy, he was in the Seabees, and I was in the United States Marines. So we almost had it all covered.
So I gotta ask you a question. What's your favorite color of crayon to eat?
I prefer red because it's Marine Corps red is pretty good.
So what you're saying is you're a smart Marine, you can be taught, huh?
You damn right.
All right, well, it's good to hear and glad you can be a part of it.
Well, age, that's been 30-something years ago, so age has something to do with that smartness too.
Well, good job. I'm glad you had a good time out there.
Yes, sir.
It was slow. It was a grind. I'm sure everybody else is saying the same thing.
That's going to be a good one, 2.55 pounds. That's going to get him right there in the top in this period.
First, I'd like to thank my boater, Keith, because the funny story goes on him. He was actually he had to take a restroom break, and I was fishing on the boat, and it was a Carolina rig in the bushes, and all I hear from way off in the bushes is, "Get it in the boat! Get it in the boat!" So I really have to, my hat's off to Keith, because he put us on the location, and my hat's off to Army Bass Anglers too for sponsoring the event, so thank you.
All right, congratulations, good fish there, great story. Well,
could have used some cooler air this year. Some more fish. Definitely low water. We need some rain in Texas, that's for sure.
Let's see what that's a good one. 3.18 pounds. Congratulations.
That's a nice fish, second place right now. Make you feel good?
Yeah, it does. Especially since we had to go for 5, it would have been a lot more fun there. Because about 1 o'clock they turned on like crazy on jigs, and we threw back about a 2.5 pound smallmouth too. So just really disappointed though. Couldn't get my non-boater to hook up on one. We put the jig on and just started throwing them, and we probably missed 20 bites there in an hour. Just they kept ripping the trailers off. They wouldn't commit all the way. We couldn't get the smallmouth to turn that bait around and hold on to it. So yeah, pretty excited. It was good fun. Look forward to next year doing it again.
So next on ABA 6 is our shallow water anchor system, and that comes from Power Pole. I'm super excited about this because this year they got the new matte black finished power poles, and I'm super excited to have it. But not only that, the one pump system, which is all aluminum construction, it's light, quieter, and I think just having one pump back there is going to give me a lot more space back there. And that's always an issue for us fishermen when we're trying to do work in our battery compartments out there. So I'm super excited to have my shallow water anchors. And how cool does this look right here? Cool?
Fishing for Freedom is brought to you by YOLO Tech, All Season Feeders, Scenic 515 Cabins, Gemini G2 Jerseys, Par 3 Graphics, Rooks Texas Hills Insurance, Hotel Tango Distillery, and Tony Sashery Seasoning.
Going to need a 334 or better to tie or take the lead. He's been up here already once today. He said he was going to get him. Did he get him? Boom, how about a 415 to take the overall lead for this hour? Congratulations.
Look at that fish right there. Yeah, he told us earlier he was going to get that, going back and getting that big fish. And so you got to tell us the story behind it and how you caught him.
Scoping. If you don't got scope, you hoping.
What'd you catch him on?
Mega bass swim bait, glide bait.
So you're throwing the glide bait out there?
Hoping, scoping.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was doing.
So you had fun doing it out there?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, congratulations. Hopefully it holds up. Oh.
That's a nice little smallmouth. Crushed. KVD worm with a little flashy on the back of it. And then he just grabbed it and took off.
That's going to be a good one, 3.93 pounds. Congratulations.
So we're unofficially going to say second place till we look at the scores on it. So close to almost taking the lead right there. Beautiful fish right there. What'd you catch him on?
Swim bait.
Doing what?
Well, just chasing balls of shad out there. Pretty tough day. They were set up a little bit different. So anyways, we were able to grind it out and get a few in the boat.
All right, good fish right there. Good job.
Cool. All right, guys, that's going to conclude the final weigh-in period for this year's tournament. I'm going to go ahead and go over the official results for this hour. First place officially for this hour is going to go to Davion Spiller with a 415. He's going to win an awesome kayak.
We're going to go ahead and award the overall Boater Big Bass for the event. I appreciate all the boaters coming out and being a part of this. There was a $2,500 first place prize for the overall Big Bass for the boater, and that came in the first hour to Dean Alexander. He won the overall Boater Big Bass with a 5.64. We're gonna give you your check first here. We're gonna present you with this check for $2,500. Congratulations. All right, congratulations on that, and thank you for doing that. He was telling me a little bit earlier about this big fish he caught. It's kind of a funny story, and so I want to let you kind of tell the audience about how this all kind of went down out there.
My soldier, he sticks one up pretty shallow. It jumps up, comes off. It wasn't a real big fish at all. There's some fish in the area, and kind of keep fishing, and I'm not really getting a feel. I think we need to hurry up and get out of there. And as I'm going out, there's a tree, and it looks good, you know, and you got to flip at any tree. So I flipped over there and felt a bite, set the hook, felt like a good fish, kind of got me wrapped up. I'm looking where the net is. He's got his back to me. He can't hear me. Wind's blowing right in on us. And I kind of eased over, got the line around it, got him, and I was like, oh, it is a good fish. I'm going to need the net. And I went back, got the net. He still got his back to me. I'm fine. I mean, I fish enough. I can handle it. So I went ahead and got it up, netted it. Like, hey, that's a 5-pounder. That's a real good fish today. Put it in the bottom of the boat, and then he turned around. What the heck? What are you doing? He didn't even know it happened, you know. But like I said, there was wind, and I didn't make any noise. There, you know, I didn't want anybody else to hear any hooping and hopping, you know. So got it up. He was like, oh, and I said, we just need to get a few more of them. And I put it in the live well. And he said, let's go do it again. But it was a great day, and I had a good partner, and I enjoyed fishing with him.
All right. Well, congratulations again, Dean. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming out and being a part of this.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
We have a overall non-boater Big Bass part of this event. That's another $2,500 check. We want to recognize the overall winner with that, and that's Brad Lewis. He came into the third period. He had a 4-pound, 10-ounce bass. Congratulations. We're going to present you with your check for $2,500 here. Tell everybody about the story of this fish.
I was pitching in some hardwood and just kind of put it right in between a couple of big ones, and it felt like I had a snag at first, and then I felt a little shake, and I'm like, okay, maybe a small limb and I can pull through it. And then all of a sudden I kind of looked up and I saw this mouth kind of come up through the water, and I went, that's not a stick. Let me ease down a little bit on it, keep the tension, and kept him from jumping out of the water and spitting a hook, and he went down. But yeah, it was a fun one. It's my biggest fish to date. We had fun netting them, that's for sure.
Just want to take this time to congratulate you again, once again, for taking the overall big bass for the non-boater home with 4 pounds, 10 ounces. Ooh. Ooh. All right. So all this stuff we talked about is going in my Skeeter FXR. We don't have it yet, but we got the next best thing. We're here in the Skeeter booth. I'm actually in a Skeeter FXR 21, and I can't wait to get mine. I can tell you this boat is awesome from front to back, and I can't wait to have it in my hand so we can put all the stuff from all our partners on it. We had bona fide kayak winners. Everybody's walking away with cash. A great event. We can't wait to come back next year and see what the winners next year have to offer. So make sure you tune in next season on Force on the Sportsman channel. Pull.